I just wanted to show you this shot of blue sky. I'm on I-40 West. Going to try to drive for a couple of hours. But this is like the first blue sky I've seen in a week. So I got to share that with you. So I called my my dispatcher, Joey, to let him know, that I got loaded, I'm on the road. My customer in Joplin, Missouri starts receiving at 7 a.m., so I plan on being there then. And I asked him if he had a load for me for afterwards. He said not yet, but he's working on it, so we'll see what he comes up with. I sure hope he can get something lined up and send it to me today before he goes home, rather than waiting until tomorrow morning. It's just easier to plan things and kind of get ahead of things. But yeah, there's some blue sky. It's still there. That load we just picked up, that was a good load, man. If I could get more loads that are quick like that, that's awesome, man. Because when I was doing flatbed for Maverick, I would say on average, from the time you arrive at a shipper to the time you get loaded, secured, and tarped if needed, on average you're probably looking at 2 hours or more, 2 or 3 or 4 hours. I could see that doing this end dump, in most cases, you would be loaded or unloaded quicker than that. Because typically, like this morning when I made that delivery, I had to wait about 20 minutes just for them to open. I got there before they opened. But once 7 a.m. got there, then they told me to drive around back, and then a guy showed me where to unload. Even though I'd already figured it out, I wanted to be sure, so I was waiting on him to tell me. And even in the rain, I was probably out of there in an hour. That load right there we just picked up, from the time I got there to the time I rolled my tarp back over and hit the road, was at most an hour. That's awesome. I like that. And it wasn't very messy. A lot of the places I've been to so far, of course it's been raining like crazy, have been super messy. I normally have a rug that I put down here under my feet, because I can take it and shake it out and try to keep some of the dirt off my floor, but I ran off this week and left it in the dryer. So I'm using a towel instead, but I can see I'm going to have to work pretty hard to keep my floors clean, keep from tracking things all over the place. But I do like that it looks like I'll be spending less time getting loaded, unloaded on this gig. And it seems like also that I'll probably not have to work as much as my 70-hour clock as I did when I was flatbedding. Because of that, you know. But we'll see. That may be an early determination. We'll see how it goes. All right. I hope you enjoyed the blue sky and sunshine as much as I did. Okay, guys. Hey, Thursday morning. I'm approaching my customer. Hopefully, here in Joplin, Missouri. Owens Corning. Okay, here's a sign to the left that says Trucks and Visitors Owens Corning, next left. Thank you for the sign. I appreciate that. Looks like we have a concrete business over here to the right. I actually planned to be here about 40 minutes ago, but I stopped and got fuel, kind of unplanned, and then there was a couple of detours coming through Joplin, you know, due to road closures. Let's see, Owens Corning, okay. All right, they call it Thermofiber, Owens Corning, Joplin Mineral Wool Plant. But I wasn't in any great hurry because I don't have a pre-plan for my next load assignment anyway, so no big deal getting here early. Ooh, that sun is right in my eyes. Oh, let's see, where are we going? Oh, look out, squirrel. Why would oh man. Okay, what's this sign say here? Shipping office and receiving to the right. That sounds like where I need to go. Gate over here. Well, I see a shipping office over there. All right, let me see what I'm supposed to do to check in here. Okay guys, so the lady in the office, there's a phone number you have to call. She told me to come around here to a different gate and just kind of follow the road back here. I see some rock piles back here, but hopefully an unloader or somebody will show up to guide me. Some sort of instructions. Here's a guy with a front end loader. Let's see. This is Oakley. Anybody got a copy? Oh, I'm glad you're coming to help me. I've never been here before.
What do you have?
Filter rock.
Do you have a pin?
Yeah.
This will go in bunker number 1 on that end over there.
Okay, so take a right here past the wall.
Yeah, just go around and then go that way and then back up. It's around on the other end.
Okay. Just dump it right there.
Yeah, just right up in the bunker as good as you can.
Bunker number 1. And then since you signed my paperwork, just head on out.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so that nice gentleman signed my paperwork. Whoa, how deep is this water hole? Anyway, he said to make a right turn here. You can see they've got rocks piled up in different storage areas here, and they're numbered up at the top. You probably can't see it, but he told me to go around to bin number 1, just back in as close as I can get, dump it, and get on out of here. At least it looks pretty flat. God, if I can, the sun sure is vicious. Okay, so here's 3, 2, and 1. All right, so, all right, this is 1 here, this last one to the left, so I'm just gonna kind of straighten up here, and I'll try to show you something. Okay guys, so I've positioned myself here. The way this works is I have to take my mud flaps off the back so I don't tear them up, and hang them right here. I dumped the, deflated my suspension and released the air pressure from my tailgate. You know, so I've opened up the gate to do this barn door style. And this hooks under here with this chain, see, right there. Got my tarp rolled over. Man, it was kind of covered with a thin film of ice. But here's what we got. It's pretty evenly distributed, so I think it'll be okay. So let's see if we can dump some product here. Okay guys, so here's my load. At first I was angled in from right there, and then I was afraid I was gonna have a hard time having enough room to turn out of here, so I went ahead and angled over here and dumped the rest right here. But it came out nice and clean. Shouldn't need a trailer wash. So let me lower things down and get my door put back, tarp rolled over, and we'll be ready to get out of here. All right, more later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got out of Joplin, Missouri there about 20 minutes ago. But before I left there, Joey, my dispatcher, sent me my next order. I'm going to the Gerdau plant in Fort Smith. Now, if you've watched a lot of my videos in the past, you know that I went to the Gerdau plant in Fort Smith a lot to pick up freight. Steel bars, to be exact. But now I'm going to be going to a different part of the plant, kind of on the back side from what you've seen in my past videos, to get a product called mill scale. So that'll be a little different. I know exactly where the entrance is I'm supposed to go into, so be a familiar trip. So we're about to hop on 49 South here and kind of retrace what we've already done today. I camped out last night at the Loves there in Rudy, Arkansas, and that left me about 2.5 hours to get to my delivery point in Joplin today. took a little longer than it should, like I said, because I had a couple of detours to deal with. So, meal scale. Not sure what meal scale is, but it delivers to a, let's check this out, Ash Grove Cement in Foreman, Arkansas. So that's down in southwest Arkansas near Texarkana, I believe. So that's where we'll be heading for the rest of the day. Don't know if I'll be able to get it delivered today. Maybe, depends on how late they receive. Because that's a pretty slow drive going from Fort Smith down toward Texarkana. It's no freeway driving, it's just down 2-lane roads for the most part. 4 lanes in some cases. But you know, at least the sun is shining. Yes. Alright, more on down the road. Alright folks, just giving you a little northwest Arkansas road footage. I get comments quite often from people that ask for road footage, or they comment that they enjoyed seeing the road footage. When I first started making videos, I did not realize that road footage is what some people want to see. I think some folks used to be truck drivers, and the road footage just takes them back to when they were driving. And some people just like to see different parts of the country. I'm just glad it's a pretty day for a change. I mean, gosh, seems like it's been 2 weeks since we've had any sunny days with blue sky. So let's enjoy it. And of course, it's gotten colder. I think tonight around here is supposed to get down into the mid to low 20s. Whereas a couple days ago it was 60. Sure would be nice to have a bunk heater. I hope to hear back today from the guys at Arrow Truck Sales. You know, I've talked to them a couple of times this week, and they did not want me to have my bunk heater work done at the MHC dealership in Little Rock because it was too expensive, they thought. And they were offering for me to take it to the Thermo King dealer in North Little Rock because it would be a lot cheaper, which is fine with me. But at this point, they're wanting me to pay half of it. So we're, you know, I talked to the, I don't know, I guess the branch manager. I'm not sure what his title is. I'll leave his name out of it, but he was going to check with his boss. Because my stance is, you know, I thought this truck came with a bunk heater because it's equipped with the controls in the bunk area for a bunk heater. It's got the S-bar features and everything. The only way you would know it didn't have it is if, like the MHC people did, you can go under the bunk and look and see that there's part of the equipment missing. my salesperson, when I first talked to him about not having a bunk heater, he assumed also that it had a bunk heater because he told me probably just a fuse, check the fuses, which I did, and the relay, checked all that. No change. So now they've kind of changed their tune to where they just want to split the cost with me. And I don't want to split the cost. I think the truck, they should take care of that because any normal person, it's reasonable for any normal person who's sitting that bunk back there looking at this truck to purchase it would think that it came with a bunk heater. Because it appears to have bunk heat. Now, the only way I would have known that would have been to crawl up under there and see that it had no, that it was missing some equipment. Anyway, hopefully that'll work out. I hope they'll come through and do the right thing because, you know, at this point, I haven't even gotten paid yet. I'll get my first weekly settlement from Oakley tomorrow, Friday. See how that looks, and I'll review it with you. But yeah, trying to work through, you know, little things, buying a truck. Now the warranty, I did get the extended warranty when I bought this truck from NTP Warranty, and they did take care of the sensor that had to be put on, oxygen sensor or something like that, I'm not sure. I hadn't seen the paperwork on it yet. And, you know, to replace a couple of the filters. So, you know, I wasn't out any money on that, but my share of this bunk heater to put the equipment on that is required, my portion of that's going to be like $550. Anyway, didn't mean to harp on that, just trying to talk about something while I give you some road footage. Alright, so got a TNC truck up ahead of me. We're about to go through a tunnel, so I'll do that and then we'll shut it off. You know, I will mention that after I made that delivery back there, I did go ahead and sweep the bottom of the trailer. Because once I got in there and looked at it, it wasn't dirty, but there was some dust, you know, from that rock product. So I made a pass through with my broom, cleaned it up a little bit. Here's the tunnel. Going straight through the hill. Just like that.